Hello families, as you know I'm Mr Riaz, I'm the head teacher here at King Edward VI Handsworth Wood Girls Academy. I'm here just to introduce our Year 11 information evening, which in normal times would have been done in person. However, we're having to do this due to the current circumstances. I just want to go over very quickly the purpose of this meeting is really just to reassure you and our students that we are doing absolutely everything in our powers to ensure that the lost learning that occurred during Year 10 doesn't impact significantly on the progress and the attainment of our students. As you will be aware, in the summer we invested in providing your daughters with a one-to-one device, and those Chromebooks are being used for the students to access work, to access a library of online resources including textbooks and applications to support them with their learning. Currently in school at the moment we are just assessing and having a look at the additional support that we have to offer your daughter, and we'll be putting in additional support through interventions in one-to-one or in small group tuition, and we will do absolutely everything in our power to ensure that our students fulfill their potential. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mr Kuna. I'm an assistant head teacher in charge of raising standards and data at our academy. I oversee the setting of targets, mock exams, and issuing those progress reports to yourselves via Firefly. Now, we know many students and parents will be quite concerned about having enough time to catch up, to cover every topic before the exam season, to get those top grades. But I'm here to talk to you about what to expect when it comes to preparing for those exams. So, Ofqual have announced some changes to help Year 11 students to complete their GCSE course within the reduced amount of time. They have said that content to study for in English literature has been reduced, and that geography students will not need to undertake fieldwork, for example. Many subjects have not had any changes though. So for a full list of changes, you should go to gov.uk and search for exams 2021. For now, exams have not been delayed, but we'll let you know if that ever changes. So what to expect? Well, firstly, from the 21st of September, which is past, to the 2nd of October, teachers are setting something known as knowledge checks. These are assessments. They are to check what your child still remembers or recalls from their time in Year 10, given that 6 months has passed by. Now, these will be in class, they won't be graded, and we will record whether students have simply demonstrated a secure, partially secure, or an insecure level of understanding or knowledge recall. Now, our first mock exams that you would like to know about will be between the 9th and the 22nd of November. These at the moment will be in the core subjects, English, Maths and Science, but there will also be for students who are studying BTEC, Music, Childcare, Health and Social Care as well, because they will be sitting real exams before the summer period. Now there will be more exams spread out in 2021. These dates are shown to my side. In late December, we will report to you the progress being made to your child. This report will tell you what your child is on track to achieve based on their current work. But we will also give you a predicted grade. That's to explain what we think they will achieve should they put in the right amount of revision as well. Now we will give you an updated prediction nearer to the summer exams. It's a bit about targets. Targets for our Year 11 students are not going to be adjusted. The same high expectation is still maintained. The targets given to your child are minimum targets, and like many schools, we draw our targets from the Fisher Family Trust Organisation, who calculate what a student can get based on a few pieces of information, such as their primary school SATs, their gender, and even which term they were born in. To not meet those targets would be disappointing. To meet them will be good, but there is nothing stopping your child from exceeding her target, which is what we are really striving for.
Hi there, my name is Mr Rowberry, and I want to tell you a little bit about my role at Handsworth Wood Girls Academy. So, My role as Director of Raising Standards is to help inclusivity across the Academy. So part of my role is to help support our students academically but also pastorally. We have lots of different families that come to this school from different walks of life, different social mobility, all parts of the world, and they all have different starting points. So part of my role is to make sure that by the time they leave us in year 11 or hopefully stay on at sixth form, that they are equipped with everything they need to be successful in their own lives and their own careers. We also work with a range of government-backed organisations which help support and mentor your daughter, and some of those are called Coach Brights, the Girls Network and the Brilliant Club, and they all mentor but in a slightly different way. We work with, for example, Coach Bright, who use university students, so they're very close and similar in personality. They understand what your daughter's currently going through, especially when she's in year 11, and they fully understand what they're about to go on to after they finish their A-levels into university. So they work with them in the core subject areas, so English, maths and science. We also have different mentoring schemes available to your daughter here, which help them in lots of different aspects, but mainly focusing on their academic studies to ensure that, again, when they leave us, they leave ready for whatever the world has to offer them. I wish your daughter well, and I hope she achieves everything that she desires, not just in school but throughout her life too. If you ever need to contact me, please contact me at eroberry@hwga.org.uk. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you.
Hello, I am Miss Redican, Head of Key Stage 4 here at King Edward VI Handsworth Girls Academy. In my role, I'm responsible for tracking progress and monitoring attendance, achievement and behaviour of students within Key Stage 4, which is year 10 and year 11. Obviously we have the support of the pastoral manager, the careers lead, the form tutors and the attendance officer to ensure that successes are recognised and any underachievement is quickly addressed. As part of my role, I organise the extra intervention timetable for students, which is devised to support year 11 students catch up and is held outside of lesson time. Every student receives a copy of the timetable and is invited to attend, and your support in ensuring your daughter's attendance to these sessions is much appreciated. The termly timetable is also available on Firefly, Teams and the website. Revision and examination strategies are key factors for success. We ensure sessions run throughout the year, building students' awarenesses of these areas, including self-esteem and study skills. There are many helpful resources on the Key Stage 4 support study page located on Firefly, and available in this area is also a parent support page which has parents' subject specific help guide. This was created with the help of the teachers who are specialists in these subjects. We promote revision sites such as Seneca, which is an excellent revision and recall tool, and where necessary support students access to ICT. To ensure each and every one of our students achieves their potential through tracking past and present progress, working alongside students, parents and colleagues, we hold regular face-to-face support sessions with targeted objectives. The success and happiness of our students forms the foundation for all of our interventions, and full participation and support from all parties will promote positive outcomes for all. If you ever need to contact me, please feel free to email me at mredican@hwga.org.uk. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs Beasley and I want to give you some information about the topics your daughter will be studying this year and how you can help her to prepare for her examinations. Your daughter's GCSE English language course is designed to inspire a passion for acquiring knowledge and to develop her creativity, providing appropriate stretch and challenge whilst ensuring that the assessment and texts are accessible to all students. We follow the AQA syllabus, and this aims to develop the skills she needs to read, understand and analyse a wide range of texts and to write clearly. From English language, there are 2 equally balanced papers of 80 marks, each assessing reading and writing in an integrated way. In GCSE English Literature, a range of texts are included to cater for the needs of all of our students. This year your daughter will sit 2 exam papers for literature. Our selected set texts are Shakespeare's Macbeth, the modern text, and Inspector Calls, and the 19th century novel A Christmas Carol. The literature course is fully integrated with GCSE English language, so your daughter will benefit from all the transferable skills across both subjects. In order to support your daughter, we have a number of resources and online platforms that you can use with her to encourage her to use independently. We have Microsoft Teams. Now, all our lessons are taught on Microsoft Teams, and assignments are set as home study on there. There she can access the files on Microsoft Teams as well to have access to all of the learning material. We have GCSE Pod, which is an online learning platform that allows her to self-study and to watch educational videos and self-quiz after watching them. And that is very similar to Educake as well, which is a platform that allows your daughter to take low-stake quizzes and check her subject knowledge regularly. There are many other platforms that we use as well. The English faculty has also developed knowledge organisers to help your daughter to understand the core subject knowledge required for each unit. With dedication, determination and the desire to achieve, as well as your support, your daughter will enjoy success in English. I wish your daughter well for this significant step towards her bright future. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you need to via email and if you have any questions at all. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Maulud. I will be talking about the GCSE Mathematics at Handsworth Wood Girls Academy. First of all, I'll just explain the exam structure, and then I'll move on to what we provide our students and what we expect from them, and then at the end just a little bit of exam hints and tips. The exam board that we do at Handsworth Wood Girls Academy is Edexcel. And now, as you know, Edexcel have 2 tiers, Foundation and Higher. Foundation, you've got grades 1 to 5, and Higher, you've got grades 4 to 9. There are 3 papers overall in both tiers. 3 papers, paper 1, 2 and 3. Paper 1 is non-calculator, paper 2 and 3 are calculator. They all weigh this and have the same weighing, and are out of 80 marks each, and 1 hour and 30 minutes long. On the foundation paper, the content covered on Foundation and Higher are slightly different, with Foundation having more number topics and Higher having more algebra topics in there. So if you're doing Foundation, you need to be fluent at number to be really confident at it and being able to apply it in different contexts. And Higher, you need to be fluent at number along with algebra, as well as your papers will have a large chunk of algebra in there. Some key dates in terms we will have 2 mock exams for maths, one in November, the first set of mock exams in November, and a second set of mock exams will be around February-March time, and then the actual exams will happen in May and June. So the dates for those have not been confirmed, they're provisional at the moment, but students will be informed as soon as we know. Now, a little bit on maths revision. Now, maths revision is not about making notes. It has 2 different phases. The first phase is you identifying, the students identifying what their weak areas are and how they're going to improve on that. And then the second phase is them practicing. We do not want students making notes for GCSE Mathematics. This is not the best use of your time. You would rather you spend time doing answering questions and practicing exam paper questions. We provided a number of resources, some online, majority of it will be online platforms, and some printed resources as well in terms of revision guides. All the resources that that you can purchase are available on ParentPay, and students are aware of these. If not, please have a look at ParentPay for those. In terms of the online platforms that we provide, there are a large number of resources that we have. The two main ones that we use within the mathematics department is Hegarty Maps and Pixel Maps. Hegarty Maps is mostly used for that, we use as our homework platform, but I will talk to you a little bit about what Hegarty Maps provides your child. It is the best way for your child to become independent at home, and the best way for them to learn maths on their own when they are at home and do not understand a topic that they've covered recently in school, or they want to learn a new topic on their own. All the skills on Hegarty Maps will have videos and quizzes attached to them. So all they need to do is type in the clip number and it will come up, or type in a topic and the video will come up. They can watch the video and attempt the quiz questions on there. What I wanted to stress is Hegarty Maps is not just for homework. We want them to use it as an extension for their independent learning time, and with that there are 3 different ways that they can use that for. On their main dashboard you will see a little donut. On that donut ring you can identify all the weak areas. It has been highlighted as red, and all the amber areas will need to be improved on, along with the weaker areas, red ones. They can also use the strategy called Fix Up 5. With Fix Up 5, every question that they get wrong on the Hegarty Maps, it will pick that up and set it for them again, so they can improve on those questions. All students have been given a skills list. So on higher, they've been given a higher skills list, and the same thing for foundation. So anything that they have covered and anything they will be covering, would have been given a skills list. What we would really appreciate parents doing for their students at home is really checking up to see if their children are doing the homework. So ensuring that they do the homework along with some independent work on the side. So something as in exam questions for them to improve their exam skills. Anything independent, not just doing the homework, because in year 11, just doing the homework would not be sufficient enough for them to get a good grade. So doing independent work, putting them hours in, that would really help. A lot of our students say that they need some peace and quiet at home, which they don't usually have, so just providing some time for them to have some peace and quiet. Make sure they've got the correct equipment, so calculator is a main one for us, and then they're answering all questions on an exam paper. The other software, just very quickly, Pixel Maps app, is very popular. It has shown that with it being regularly used, it can raise attainment by at least 1 grade in that year. So, and that happened last year with some of our students. They used the platform Pixel Maps app, and they improved their grade by at least 1 grade from their November mocks to their March mocks. So it does work. It has a lot of questions on there. And they can access this on their mobile phone, on a tablet, or on a laptop. Now, they've also got 5-a-day booklets that is really useful for the retrieval practice, as in it will cover questions from all the way from year 9 or to year 11. So anything that we had covered in detail in year 9, we won't have time to cover again in year 11, but we can cover it during the 5-a-day questions. Now they've got those booklets to help with them as well. Along with that, they've also got knowledge organisers, the key information that they need for any of the units. They also need to memorise their formulas. They've been given a formula sheet, so you can just sit with them and test them on their formulas. It is really helpful. Past papers, they will be given a number of past papers over the course of the year. So we've got the zigzag papers, the Edexcel past papers, along with the practice test papers as well. So ensuring that they keep these in a pack, so because we've got paper 1, 2 and 3, so each series should be kept separate so that they can go back and refer to using them for revision. What can we do to help? We've got morning time intervention with Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Tamang during form time. And then we've also got support interventions for all of our Year 11 students throughout the day. So it can be in the morning, it can be during lunchtime or after school. It is delivered through the individual class teacher. And just finally, some exam tips. Please make sure you answer every single question. If you're not sure how to do a question, just don't spend too much time on it. Leave it and come back to it later on once you've got some time. Show all the working out for every single question. Give reasons when you're asked to give a reason. And when you think you've finished the paper, you actually haven't. What you need to be doing is going back and going through every single question, rereading that question, check through your working out, check to see if you use the correct digits in that calculation, check your answer, check to see if that answer makes sense, and repeat that for the whole of the paper. I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Mr Johnson, Head of Science Faculty here at King Edward VI Handworth Wood Girls Academy. If you ever need to contact me, please feel free to email me on djohnson@hwga.org.uk. Your daughter is currently entering her final years of the GCSE Science, and we are studying the AQA Science syllabus. Set 1 students are completing the separate sciences in biology, chemistry and physics, whilst all other students are completing the Combined Trilogy Award, which is a double award. This means your daughter will be awarded at the end 2 grades, e.g. 4-5, 6-6 or 8-9. Science is a tiered subject, which means the students can sit either a higher paper or a foundation paper. It is essential that the students work hard and challenge themselves in order to be able to take the higher paper. We use the mock examinations to determine our tiers of entry. This year, your daughter will be studying the following units before we spend a significant amount of time revising previous year's content and developing your daughter's examination techniques. They will be studying inheritance, variation and evolution, chemistry of the atmosphere, using resources, and magnetism and electromagnetism. In order to support your daughter, we have a number of resources and online platforms that we use and encourage them to use frequently. My GCSE Science, GCSE Pod, Caboodle, Educake and our very own Firefly page, which has our knowledge organisers on, and our MVPs, which are all about the required practicals that your daughter has to study. In order to support your daughter's learning, I would ask you to ask them frequently what are they covering and questions about what they are learning in their lessons, and also providing them with an environment where they can study and work in peace and quiet. Many of our students find that very hard to get that quiet time and that space to work, and it is essential if they are to get good GCSE grades. I wish your daughter all the best in her examinations, and please encourage them to attend our intervention sessions after schools and at dinner times. Thank you very much.